Right, see, I've tried to do this video a few times. I'm going to try again. Okay, the disliker. The person who gives a dislike to all the videos. The person is in the River Church. We know that much. It's one person disliking the videos. They're saying they don't want God to be in the centre because they dislike that video or the title. They want to be a people pleaser because they don't like the video that says, you know, that's making that a god and above the god. They don't like that. They think being a people pleaser is of God. Okay. Yeah. And any other video that says, you know, the world's way is wrong, they hate that video. I think I know exactly who that person is, and that person is going to hell. Not because they're disliking the videos, I don't care about that, that's their problem. But when they go to hell, the devil and the demons will, you know, let them see these videos that they've disliked all the time, and will be laughing at that person, saying you should have listened, rather than just wanting to dislike all the time. Dislike, because you hate the person. So therefore you didn't listen. If you actually listened, maybe you would be in heaven now. And the demons would be laughing at her. Or him. Yeah. And that's the point. And that will be the case also for those people in the church. The people in the River Church, the people in other churches, the people in other meetings or other places where people meet that have complained about me to get me banned. Okay. Again, what's going to happen? Because if you think that the church is good right now and you want it to be the same, I can tell you now, if it's still the same as it is right now when you die, you will be in hell. You will be. So therefore, yeah, as I say, the demons and the devil will be laughing at you. Is that funny? Is that good? No, it's absolutely... Oh. It's horrible. It's really, really bad, but horrible. But there you go. It's up to you. It is up to you. It's up to you to choose what you want to do and what you want to listen to, and if you want to go to the Father, if you want to go to God at all. And for most of those people, the answer is no. They don't want to go to God at all. Because again, as I said, and again, I think the reason why God wanted me to say that Mrs. B should be my wife is because how she reacted and how the pastor dealt with that, and also how she went to people and never went to God about that. Because again, if she went to God about that, she would be telling me I'm either right or wrong about what I said. Has she said, I'm wrong? No. On the day that the 8 months ended, she put a picture on her Facebook. And the picture was of her ring in her, on her finger. As I said, basically, that picture was telling me, basically, F off. F you. And she told me she doesn't swear anymore. Yes, you do. And as I said, maybe that was the point. Maybe that was the point. Because I say, for me, I couldn't care less what happens in her relationship. That's between her and her husband. Whatever happens is between her and him. If she suddenly becomes available and she suddenly comes to me and says, oh, sorry, you were right, I was supposed to be your wife, I'm going to say to her, remember the picture that you put on Facebook? That's your answer. Bye-bye. Because that's her answer. That will be her answer. Of course. Because she thought that was a good answer, right? So therefore, that should be her answer. So, do I care? No. No. But look, if God wants her to be my wife, that would be, that's going to be really hard for her. Not for me, but for her, it's going to be really bloody hard. Yeah. Of course, that will be the situation, yes. But as I say, it is what it is. We are where we are, and But as I say, I think it's likely, very, very likely indeed. I don't think anything's going to change with regards to any of that situations. I don't think the pastor of that community Church of God, I don't think he's going to go to God. I don't think he's going to tell her to go to God. Well, that man who was saying, oh, you can say you didn't actually abuse your dogs, but because the court says and the paper says you did, then obviously you did. He's going to go to hell. Because again, is that pastor going to tell that person to go to God? No chance at all. No. Because straight away, he's saying that maybe they're wrong about what they did. And he can't do that. I don't think he will never do that. Well, unless God really, really, really tells him to do that. But will he listen? I don't think God will tell him. Because, again, will he listen easily? No. No chance at all. Absolutely no chance at all. So again, I've said before, and I will say it again. If he says, oh, you can come to this church now, I will say, no, that wasn't the point. That was never the point. I don't want to come to your church, your service, because you're not a teacher. You're not a pastor at all. You're nothing. At all. I can't be under you. No chance at all. If you think that basically what you did was right, and you still think it was right, then no chance at all. If you're saying now, okay, you might be wrong, maybe it was wrong, maybe, then again, no. If you're going to tell the church then that you were completely wrong doing that and they should sack you because of that, then maybe. But yeah. Well, again, what you should say to the church is he's been caring more about his job than caring about the people in that church and where they're going. So therefore, yeah. Therefore, he should be sacked because of that. Okay? If they don't want to sack him, then yeah, what's the reason? Why do you want him still to be the pastor? Because you know you can't trust him, right? Because for how many years was he doing that? Mm-hmm. So maybe it's better for him as well, because can he trust you? No. Because again, it's not just about the pastor. It's about the people in church and the leaders in that church, all the leaders. Because if that pastor is doing the wrong thing and people won't actually tell him he's doing the wrong thing, can he trust those people? No. Absolutely no chance at all. He can never trust those people. Well, it's going to be blinking hard for them to trust him and for him to trust them. Really blinking hard. So it'd be easier for him to be leaving that church. For him and for them. Much, much easier. So for me, yeah. I say, it is that situation that, yeah. You know, in any church, the pastor needs the people to help him. Every time. The pastor needs every member of that church to help him. Because if he's doing the wrong thing, he needs people to actually go to God about it and then listen to God about what God wants to do about it and then do it. Now, obviously, that person who dislikes my video will dislike this one. But again, yeah. The reason I said it's a bit funny because, again, that person thinks they're hurting me. But that person is only hurting themselves. Not me. So therefore, if they want to do that and still do it, continue doing it, then okay, do it. And that's the point. If you want to hurt yourself, then hurt yourself. If you don't care about hurting yourselves, then okay. Then don't care about hurting yourself. As I say, it's, yeah. When you go to hell, the demons will be so happy. Because most demons don't laugh at all. But as soon as you are there, yeah, there will be dancing, there will be laughing. They will have so much joy that you are there. And the reason is because what you're doing is so stupid. Because you're wasting your time. You're only hurting yourself. And you don't understand. Because again, you're supporting your church and your pastor. And you don't understand that your pastor should be helping you to deal with issues rather than letting you hurt yourself. If the pastor doesn't care about your issues, just like the pastor in that Pentecostal church doesn't care about Mrs. B at all. Not at all. For all that time, Her relationship with God has been completely knackered because she wanted someone to be banned from church. She had chances to actually deal with that. A lot of chances to actually deal with that. But people in the church were helping her to keep her issues and not deal with them. So, are they loving her or themselves by doing that? And each pastor, are they loving you if they're not helping you to deal with those issues that you have? Are they loving you or just loving themselves? Are they caring about you or caring about only their job? Because again, that's the blinking point. If God said to me he wants me to be a pastor, well, I would laugh. Sure, I would laugh. I would laugh a lot if God said that. Oh my God, yes. I'd be laughing so much if God said he wants me to be a pastor. Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. But if he wanted me to go to a church and help people, then my job would be helping people to deal with those issues that they have and sort those things out. So therefore their life would be better. That would be my job. Because that's a job of the leaders of the church. That's supposed to be the job of the pastor. But the problem is, again, I've said before, most people in church don't want their issues to be dealt with. And the pastor won't point to their issues because straight away they know, the pastors know, that the people in church will point to the issues of the pastor. And yeah, they won't like that. And if people in the church point to the issue of the pastor will point to their issues. And therefore, no one wants that to be done. It's not going to help anyone. Is it really? So there you go. Enjoy. Bye-bye.